Hello there, Hallmark here. Today I'm going to show you how to build some simple seedling flats pretty cheap. And stick around to the end of the video and I'll show you how you can get a free pack of Baker Creek heirloom seeds. Normally I buy the little plastic cups, I guess, and little plastic liners, but they can get expensive. They're flimsy, they don't last forever, and they can kind of clutter up the shed during the off season. So I'm not going to go with those anymore. I'm going to kind of go back to the John Jevons approach of biointensive, and I'm going to start off all of my seeds by just broadcasting into a little germination flat. I'm going to let them germinate. I'm going to prick them out and put them into slightly bigger seedling trays, all made out of wood. But I'm going to show you how I make those today. Oh wow, it's been a while since I've been out in the wood shop to do some projects. Done a couple of Etsy orders, but nothing major, so here goes nothing. Today I'll be making the germination flat for you guys. I'll show you how I do that. And I make it for under $5. It's really affordable. It's a smart way of doing seeds. You don't have to deal with the plastic and all the headaches. So I'm gonna make it out of a fence board. Now I'm gonna use treated pine. You know, don't get on to me. I know some people don't like to use treated, but I've done a little bit of research and I don't think it's really as bad as it used to be. But hey, you know, make your own decision, make your own thing on that. You can use cedar if you've got it. I just didn't really have it on hand, and you know, the store I went to, it was just good and cheap to get the treated pine, so that's what I'm gonna be using. But use whatever materials you feel comfortable with using with your food. Alrighty guys, for the project I'm going to be using, like I said, these little fence boards are $2.30 something cents a piece. If you get cedar, they're like $4 to $5 something a piece. And I'm going to be cutting this in half. So I'm going to make a rip cut right down the center. I'm just going to measure halfway, get as close to halfway as I can get, and I'm just going to rip it down. You can use any saw you'd like. You can use a hand saw, circular saw, table saw. I have a bandsaw, so that's what I'm going to be using, a Grizzly 10-inch bandsaw. So I'll be using that, and I'm just going to rip it down and get this one board in half. Now the beauty of this is you can see my bandsaw didn't actually cut it exactly even. But these are going to be used to put soil in, to put compost in, so I'm not like super worried about them being perfect. If you are, you know, you can kind of fiddle with them and make them just right, but for me, I'm just going to roll with it, so please don't be offended by what I do here. Anyway, once we have our two pieces cut, I'm going to use one of the pieces here and make our box. And it's going to be two 11-inch short sides, that's hard to say, and two 14-inch long sides. Okay, so I'm going to measure out 211. Make me a mark there. I'll go on out to 22. Okay, and then we'll do 14 from there, which would be 36. And finally we'll do 50. Oh, sorry, I'm not very good at math, honestly. I don't think it's that I'm bad at math, it's just that I don't really care. At least that's what my teachers always said in school. Now I'm just going to use a little framing square. I'll get my pencil line marked. Sneak my square up to it and strike a line. Alrighty guys, now I'm going to go and make those cross cuts on those lines. Again, use whatever saw you want. The one I have handy is my jigsaw, so I'm gonna use it just to make things simple. But we're gonna cut those lines and then assemble our box. And there we have it, guys. We've got our 2 short sides and our 2 longer sides. That'll kind of make our little box. And I'm gonna make the long sides the longest. So I'm gonna put these 2 smaller sides on the inside like that. And that's how it'll be put together. And I'm just gonna do these little brad nails that I've got. It's just some that I had extra. I'm gonna use those. I'm gonna put about maybe 2 or 3 in each side and just nail this box together right quick. Bob's your uncle. You've got the box part of the seed flat. You can see it's a smaller seed flat. It's just for germinating seeds. And then you'll prick those out and pot them up into the seedling flat, which will be bigger. It'll be for more established plants. And that you'll raise up until the time you're ready to put them in the ground. So, pretty nifty little idea. Next, what we'll do is we'll cut 14 inches little slats. Probably about 4. I may have to rip one down, but I'll show you that when I get to it. We're just gonna do, 11, 14, and then your 14 on the back. And that's really it. We'll just cut those pieces and hammer them in. Alrighty guys, well there you have it. The little germination flat came together pretty nicely. Like I said, germinating this, and then I'll show you the seedling flat right now. Well, bam, look at that big guy. Isn't that cool? The seedling flat here is of course bigger. It's 14 by 23, and it's made for more established plants. So you can see that's a pretty good size right there, and it'll fit a ton of plants in here for sure. Also guys, I want to tell you a little bit about my Patreon. And if you want to support this channel and support me as I grow biointensive here in Alabama, which is not going to be easy, you can go to patreon.com/Jonathan Hallmark, and I'll put the link down in the description. And it's $5, but what I'll do is for every Patreon member that joins, I will send you a free pack of Baker Creek heirloom seeds. It's very fun and exciting. I've got a shipment on the way. I've got the whole seed catalog coming in, so I'm really excited. So if you join up today, you can get my woodworking plans, recipes, articles, and of course just follow the journey with me. And I'll do other perks along throughout the year. But you also get the free pack of seeds, so it's really a no-brainer. Join up, free seeds, you support me, and it's $5 a month. I support a couple of different channels, woodworking and gardening on Patreon. It's a great way to kind of help the community out and support artists and musicians and anybody else. So check that out today, patreon.com/Jonathan Hallmark.